Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am doing one of my absolute favorite kinds of videos, and I'm doing my Boxycharm unboxing. So if you're unfamiliar with how I do my Boxycharm unboxings, here's how it goes down. I'm going to take a look at everything that came in last month's box and let you know how I used those items throughout the month and whether or not I thought that the $25 cost of the Boxycharm was worth it for that month. Then I go into this month's box not really knowing what's inside. I have my husband take a look at the card and he lets me know what kinds of products are in there. There's something for your eyes, there's something for your cheeks, and that way I know what I can come on camera with, because the rest of this I'm going to put on my face for you real time and let you know my first impressions. The whole goal of this is so that you know whether or not Boxycharm is worth it for you, because what's worth it for one person is not worth it for another person. Two quick caveats as always though. Number one, I am a cruelty-free beauty YouTuber, so I personally only try to use products that are cruelty-free. If there is an item in the box that is not cruelty-free, I'm not going to be testing it or really talking about it. I just will put it aside to give away to a friend. But number two, if I see an item in the box, even if it is cruelty-free, and I know that I'm going to use it once for you on camera and then never again, I'm just not going to use it. I would so much rather put it away as a giveaway for you all in the future, or to give away to family and friends, or hell, to even sell on Mercari. I'll be honest, because I do pay for Boxycharm myself, so sometimes if I can sell stuff on the side, I mean, why not? But that way I'm not wasting a product by swiping it or trying it once when I know in my heart of hearts that I'm never going to use it again. So let's start with last month's box though. This is the April 2021 box. So the theme for April was sweet treats. And again, the themes, I don't feel like they mean anything at this point, but nonetheless, we will start with the Studio Makeup Tinted Moisturizer. This retails for $35. I wound up not really liking this. It was okay, but I feel like it's a much thicker and heavier formula, but you don't see that on the skin. You feel it. Oh, you feel it. It's almost like if you put heavy duty, thick body cream on your face. That's what it felt like to me. I used this a bunch of times and I will 100% not be repurchasing this. Will I continue to use it? Probably. It's okay, but the thing is, I love a tinted moisturizer so much that I have ones that are way better than this. So this was kind of a fail for me. Number two, we have the Terre de Mars 008. This is a body cleanser. I've used this throughout the month. It's okay. It's okay. The first time I used it, I have to admit, I was kind of surprised that when I got out of the shower, I almost felt like my skin was super dry, but I was like, that could be a fluke, so let me try it again. And the next bunch of times, it didn't happen. I've been using this every day for the last month. A little bit does go a long way, but this retails for $22. $22 for 5.07 fluid ounces. While that might seem like an okay deal, I do not see the reason to pay that much money for a body wash. I really like other ones that I can just grab at Target that are still cruelty-free, and they're much bigger bottles than this, and they're like $6. So there are certain things I will pay a lot of money for, eyeshadow formula or things like that, but body wash is not something I personally feel the need to pay a whole lot of money for. So this, I wouldn't call it a fail because it was okay, but there was nothing glorious about it. The smell wasn't that strong or that great. I didn't feel like it overly moisturized my body, so I'll continue to use this till it's gone, but again, it was just kind of like meh. Let's talk about something good. We have the Ayana palette from Natasha Denona. I used the heck out of this month. I really enjoy this. You guys probably know Natasha Denona eyeshadow formulas are some of my absolute favorites. I feel like they do the work for you. You can tap your brush in lightly, you can swipe it on lightly, and it's just perfect. So these retail for $48, but again, the price of the box is $25. $25. So, spoiler alert, this is what made the box for me. Because I love this so much, I'm just pumped overall. Then there were some lashes by Flirtatious Looks Cosmetics that they say retailed for $38. I took one look at them and I was like, no. So I put those aside. I'm going to be giving those to a friend. They just looked really cheap to me, and $38 is a lot of money. Like even House of Lashes, which I consider to be pretty top tier lashes. And yes, I know there are ones that are much more expensive than that, but House of Lashes is like $12 a lash. So $38 for a few lashes? No. And what surprised me is that in the comments of my last video, you all said the same thing, that so many of you took one look at those lashes and were like, yeah, no, I'm good. So I put those aside, but we do have one final item, and that is the $38 Eloise Get Gleaming Body Glow Illuminator. I might put this on like my top 10 list of 2021 of the worst products I've tried in 2021. This was sticky. It felt like a lip balm. And you think about this, this is an illuminator, so you're not putting it on your lips. Maybe you are, I don't know. I put it on my face and then tried it on my body a few times. No, it is sticky. It is glittery. It is horrible. Horrible, horrible. I'm going to put this in the bin that I give away to friends, but I'm going to warn them thoroughly beforehand. Maybe there's someone who will love this. Maybe this is somebody's holy grail. It is, however, not mine. I kind of want to set it on fire, cover it in dog crap, and then set it on fire again. Is that excessive? I don't know. So the value of the April box was $181. And again, you're paying $25 for this box. Knowing what I know now, would I have paid $25 for all of these? Yes, but literally only because of the Natasha Denona palette. These 3 items, like we have 2 that were kind of like in the meh category and 1 that was in the dumpster fire covered in dog crap category. But if you told me that I could get this palette for $25, I would be thrilled. So at the end of the day, I am happy, but it is a bummer to me that 4 out of the 5 products did not work for me. So take that as you will. Now we are going to go into the May box, and let me state up front that I might have already messed up, okay? So my husband told me that there is a skincare item in here, which usually to me means that I can come on camera with nothing. Don't wash my face, don't tone it, don't do serum, don't do eye cream, anything, because I want to do it on camera with you. But when I took a long shower this morning, I definitely already washed my face. And as I was washing it, I was like, damn. And I don't want to wash my face again because I do have dry skin. So if there is a cleanser in here, I'm not going to be able to use it on camera and I will just have to report back. But if it's a toner, a serum, anything like that, we can use it together. So first, let's take a look at the card. Okay, here it is. The theme is, oh, it's flourish. Flourish. I thought it said flowerish. And I'm like, are they just making shit up at this point? And the box that I have is C2105095BA. I'm not going to take a look yet at the products that are on this card, but also this is very floral, so I'm hoping, even though the themes don't matter anymore, let's imagine that they do. I would like this to be springy, so lighter makeup, maybe maybe some illuminator, maybe a cream blush would be awesome ones, but let's take a look. The very first product is... Okay, so this is by First Aid Beauty, the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. First Aid Beauty is unfortunately not a cruelty-free brand. So this is a weird one because they are certified by PETA as being cruelty-free, but yet they have announced last year that they were going to start selling in mainland China. So once you sell in mainland China, that means that you are subject possibly to animal testing once your product arrives in China to be sold. It does not necessarily mean it's definitely going to be tested on animals, and China is definitely working through some things to make it so that products can be sold in China without being tested on animals. But personally, to me, I do not see this to be a cruelty-free company, so I'm going to pass this on. That retails for $30. So the next item is much smaller. This is a little baby thing. This is the Ciate Shadow Flip, a multi-chromatic shifting liquid shadow. What? Let's see. The color I got is called Ember. Interesting. Okay, so it's a little difficult to see, but there's a lot of colors in here. We've got some blue-green shifts, which you can kind of see there. There's some golden, there's some red. This is interesting. I'm so tempted to try this, but this looks almost exactly like my Natasha Denona liquid shadow. Let's see. Okay, so they're a little bit different. It looks like the Ciate one, which is on the bottom here, has definitely more red and orange tones, whereas the Natasha Denona is very gold and blue. So I think we can try this. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. That's an exciting product. We haven't had one of those in a while. So this retails for $20, which, I mean, it's a tiny, tiny tube, but these products, a little bit goes a long way. So, oh, I'm excited. The next product is a big thick boy. This is the Hey Honey Come Clean Propolis and Mineral Facial Scrub. Okay, so this is an exfoliator. And like I said, I already washed my skin, so I don't want to go in and exfoliate again. Hey Honey is a brand I'm not familiar with. It does not say anything about on the card about them being cruelty-free, but this retails for $29. Let me see if I can find out any info. Okay, so they are PETA certified, but as I just said, that doesn't necessarily mean they're cruelty-free, but there are several blogs that do put them on their cruelty-free list. So for now, I'm going to assume that they are until I hear otherwise. That's how I usually am. I very much depend on blogs and cruelty-free bloggers to kind of help out with this. I will be using this over the next month, and I will let you know next month what I thought of this. This retails for $29, but this says it's a rich exfoliating Dead Sea salt scrub designed to be gentle enough for even the most sensitive skin. So I'm actually curious about this. I actually do like a physical exfoliant every once in a while, so I'm curious. I'll let you know. Also, it says cruelty-free right there on the package. Okay. The next product is, this is interesting. Okay. So this is by Tarte. And at first I got nervous because it says Tarte Shape Tape. And I was like, oh, I don't like Shape Tape. I'm one of the only people, I just don't like it. It is thick, it is heavy, and my ass is 40. So my under eyes do not like Shape Tape. But this is the Shape Tape Glow Wand. Interesting. Gives an instant eye lift in a tube. You're speaking my language. Sheer liquid brighteners let your skin come through to deliver a natural, lit from within youthful glow. Diamond Complex delivers Diamond Complex. What are these phrases they're making up? Diamond Complex delivers a soft focus finish. Includes removable sponge for on the glow blending. It says on the go, but I made it on the glow. If we're going to indulge in the cheesy language, we might as well just go full hog. So this retails for $27. I'm very curious to try this. The color looks like it'll be good. Okay, I'll try it. And the fifth and final item is by Beauty Creations. This is Flawless Stay Hydrating Primer. It is fresh, oil-free, a dewy finish. They have the cruelty-free logo on the back. It's PETA. It is not Leaping Bunny, but they say it's as easy as prep and set with this new face product. Create the perfect canvas for a seamless application while giving the skin a luminous effect or shine-free matte finish. It brightens, soothes, and boosts skin radiance. This retails for $15. Let me see if I can find any info about these guys. So again, they are certified by PETA. I'm not seeing them on any blogs, but I will keep an eye out over the next month. I will give this a try today. So I am going to be trying 3 different products today. I'm going to be trying the face primer, the illuminator, and the shadow flip. So I'm curious about all these, and then I will also let you know next month about the Hey Honey cleanser. But for now, I'm going to hop off camera and do my skincare routine, and I'll be back so we can try this primer. All right, I am all moisturized. We're going to start with the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Hydrating Primer. This again is supposed to be fresh, oil-free with a dewy finish. So I always apply my primers with my hands. So I do like that this is a pump. That's really nice. Oh, it's green. Okay, so maybe that is to counteract redness, but this pump isn't working so well. Let's see. Ooh, there's a strong scent. Strong scent. So this feels okay. I do feel like it's a tiny bit sticky, which kind of surprised me because a primer to me is something where your foundation can kind of glide over it. You know what I mean? Whereas this definitely has a bit of a stick to it. I know you probably can't see it, but it definitely has a bit of a stick. It definitely has a scent. I'm going to let this sink in for a bit. Maybe that will help. Maybe it's like a moisturizer where it needs to sink in, but right now it's sticky. It's definitely sticky. Do not like yet. All right, I'm going to let that sink in, and then I'm going to go ahead and hop off camera, and I'm going to do my foundation, which is really just going to be a tinted moisturizer, some concealer, maybe some blush and things like that, because we have a highlighter, so I'm not going to do any highlighter, and we have the shadow flip that I want to try. Wow, we almost just had a blush emergency off camera. Whew, it got intense. Like, first of all, everything was showing up super orange. So then I was like, okay, I'll counteract it and put on like a little pink on top of it. And then it was like, I'm so pink. And then I was like, maybe I need to counteract that with some orange. And now we're here. All right, let's try this Ciate Shadow Flip. First of all, though, I do want to see if I can compare this. Oh, wow. Oh, this pretty. I want to compare this to the Natasha Denona Chromium Liquid Shadow in Scarab because they looked, okay, yeah, these are nothing alike. So Scarab is on the bottom here, which is very gold, and it's so hard to capture the green shift, which is so weird because that's all I see when I look. But it's very gold, whereas this one is, I don't know. So anyway, okay, Scarab is very blue-green. This one is very gold-pink. Again, it's a little hard to capture, but there's so many different shades, but it is just as metallic, just as stunning. So I'm excited to try this. For these, I like to usually apply these directly to the lid and then blend it out, but just in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it directly on a brush just in case if I don't love it or if I think it's too similar to the Natasha Denona, just in that even though they're different, they're too similar where I wouldn't get as much use out of it and I wanna pass it to a friend, so I wanna be a little more sanitary. But let's see, oh, that's very sheer that way, huh? This is looking very different on my eye though. It almost looks like a smoky eye, doesn't it? Wow, I'm seeing a little bit of the pink shift, but I don't see much of the other shift. That's very interesting. On my eye, this almost looks like brown gray. That's kind of disappointing. Now I'm going to use the other side of the brush to do the other eye. Okay, so a few things that are nice about this. They don't dry down immediately, so you have some time to play, which I really do appreciate. But this color, I don't think I love this. I feel like it almost looks kind of like a bruise on my eye. So it does shift a bit. You do get golds and you get greens, but I feel like it just kind of looks like gray shadow. What do you guys think? Am I going crazy here? I don't know. I expected it to be so metallic. And it definitely has a shimmer to it, but I feel like these shimmers, maybe they just didn't mesh very well together. Maybe it has to do with my skin tone. Whatever it is, I want to like this more than I do. I'm a little bit bummed with this. No. Well, I'm gonna hop off camera one more time and I am going to do some lips and I'm also gonna do mascara, finish up my eyes, and we will be back to try out the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. Okay, the rest of the face is done. Let's move on to the very last item, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. So right as they said, there is a little sponge on the bottom here and it is removable. That is so interesting, but I do like that it's removable because that means that you can clean it. But I personally don't like applying highlighter with a sponge. I would rather just pat it out with my fingers. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's just a doe foot applicator. I'm gonna just use my finger to grab some and let's see. Ooh, so that blends out nicely. Wow. Okay, so this is very interesting because it doesn't look like there's anything on my skin. I don't see a shadow when I look straight ahead, but at the same time, when you turn, there is that like blinding highlight. Wow, look at that. That I feel like looks almost natural. That's really nice. I'm gonna put a touch on the tip of my nose. I know people do not like that, a lot of them, but I think it's cute. So a little bit of this does go a long way, which I really appreciate. And I've been loving cream products. So a cream highlighter is awesome. Oh boy. Okay, Tarte, look at that. That is really, really beautiful and very natural looking. I don't know why it's looking unblended though right there, but okay. So they say there's 4 ways to glow. Over the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, no thanks. Alone for no makeup magic, mixed with moisturizer, primer, or on the high points of the face. Okay, so this could actually be something that's really good to mix in. It does have a sort of dewy feel, which I feel like is similar to any other liquid highlighters that I've used, but it's not sticky at all. It's not like, you know, anything would stick to it. It's not like it would streak. So let's go over my first impressions for the May Boxycharm. I unfortunately can't give you a first impressions yet on the Hey Honey Come Clean Propolis and Mineral Facial Scrub, but I will let you know next month. Again, that retails for $29. The Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Hydrating Primer. So eventually the stickiness did go down, but right now this is very much not my favorite. It was sticky for a good while. It does have a rather strong scent, and I did not feel like it smoothed out my face at all, which is what I personally like for a primer to do. I use moisturizers to put moisture back into my skin, and I like my primers to have some moisturizing capabilities, but my main concern is that it smooths things out a little bit. I do not feel like this was smoothing at all, but it doesn't say smoothing anywhere on it, to be fair. So this retails for $15. Actually, on here, it says create the perfect canvas for a seamless application. So do with that what you will. I also did not feel that this was dewy at all. The shadow flip, I think I'm gonna give this away to a friend. It does look nice when all is said and done, but the color, which is very much this like weird gray-green with a red shift, is just not my vibe. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. I'm glad I saved the box and did not destroy it, but since I used it once, I don't feel comfortable giving this in a giveaway, but I am just gonna give this to a friend because I do think that this is something that somebody could get a lot of use out of. It's just not me, and that retails for $20. The first A Beauty product, again, since they're not cruelty-free, I'm putting that aside, but the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand kind of has me a little bit shook. This is a very natural highlight, by the way. Like, you can definitely see it, but it is very, very natural. It makes it look like your skin is glowing, not that you put a product on. I really like it. I'm curious to use this throughout the month, especially as it's getting really warm here in Baltimore. Like, it's gonna be 90 this weekend, 90 degrees this weekend. So I'm really curious to use this more, but I really do like it. So the value of this month's box is $121. And again, you pay $25 for the cost. Knowing what I know now, would I have paid $25 for these items? No, I wouldn't have, because I only really like the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. The rest of this, I'll use it a few times throughout the month, but I can probably already tell I'm not gonna love it. Maybe I'll fall in love with it. The Shadow Flip immediately is gonna go to friends just because it's nice, but it's just not for me. I haven't tried this yet, and this is beautiful, but would I pay $25 for this? I wouldn't. So right now, the box was not worth it for me, which is kind of a bummer because I was excited about this box. As I was taking stuff out, I was like, this is all kind of interesting. We've got like a dewy primer, which is my jam. We've got a physical exfoliant, which could still be my jam. We've got Shadow Flip, so cool. And then we've got this. But it just like, it built up to a whole lot of nothing. As always, though, you need to decide whether or not this is worth it for you. So let me know what you thought of these products. And as always, let me know what you got in your box because I am dying to know. I have not watched any reviews or anything like that of anybody else's Boxycharm, but I have heard some people are not happy with this month. Let me know all the details down below. But that's it. If you enjoyed this video, I would love if you'd give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. I do put out Boxycharm reviews every single month, and I also put out 2 videos a week in general. So I would love if you joined the fam. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you so much with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.